Liberty, yeah. Determination, laser focus, banging on they door, they taking notice. Determination, laser focus, banging on they door, they taking notice.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports?
Come on, fellas.
Set, ready, 8, read.
Watch the pass. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Let's go.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. Past the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
We go set, 18 Gator. 59, Mike to 59. So don't say nothing.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey,
You draw Corker. Hey, echo.
59.
Get it.
Throwing now is Locke. Dancing to his left.
Oh, come on, that should have been a
This will be
swat.
caught at about the 5. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They'll run with Lindsey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Second and goal at the 9-yard line. 58 the mic. 58 the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. 58 the mic.
Hey, orbit. Ready.
Now Locke throwing on second down. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Bilal Nichols showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
Hold on.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Royce Freeman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 27. First carry from Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. In on the tackle, Jalen Reeves-Maybin.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 57 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On 2nd and 9, Locke. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Ready, break.
58, come on. Rip right.
Go.
We got motion. Back up.
Snap.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet. and say this is what the
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season goes.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
First down, a run with Cohen. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke steps away to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Ready, set. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Check 23 con. 132 fighter.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Locke going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Davis. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On 2nd down, Davis. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Laying down on the floor.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Davis. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
See that dude.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
61, match box, lights. Check. 5.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Add this gain to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. You think back to 2018, many people thought it would be Royce Freeman taking over as the lead back in Denver. Spent a 3rd-round pick on him, but it was Philip Lindsay who would be in the catbird seat as the number 1. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson.
That nigga, he intercepted that shit.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
At the 15-yard line.
On second down, it's
God.
Cohen. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check now. Pilot, 64, weak.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. But hold everything here. They might have hit the kicker. And if they did, that'll be a 1st down. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Of course it does.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Check 43. Check 13. Check 13.
So that'll back him up 5.
Oh, damn.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky.
Oh my God, this dude won't even hold on to the ball, man.
Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good
That
cover
is
skills on
amazing,
display
man. How
throughout
he can
this
be
game,
up in the
really,
air
from
to
both
hold the
teams.
ball
And there's
and
another
then come
nice
down to
example
strip the
there
ball.
of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky to throw.
But they give him the catch, no problem.
Intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
Oh, just get out the way. Man, they do the catch, no problem. But you gonna tell me my 6 foot something fuck the guy can't even hold the ball in midair.
That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Get it.
Now it's Freeman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Come this way. Come this way. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey, and he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Cut.
They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So it's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Let's go.
At their own 20
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. Watch twist.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Chicago.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this will be incomplete.
Man, they do a lot of them too, man. The
Football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
18.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
We go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Lindsey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready, 50, plant. Here we go. Hey, wahoo!
On 3rd down, locked.
Look at that. He catches the ball better than my damn tight end. Get the fuck out of here.
He's taken down at the 43,
that don't make no sense.
but not before picking up the first.
That don't make any sense, man. The goddamn tight end can't catch the fucking goddamn ball, but this dude can.
Hey. Man, move it. You gotta get that. Check the go. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. We go. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Hey, team 6. Let's go.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hey, Charlie.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Give me that ball, defense. Go. Watch the safety creep. 22 jet bomber. And big dribble.
Now it's Lindsey. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that went over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
For what? Oh.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They try again with Cohen.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Come here first.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now Trubisky to throw. The catch made by Miller. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen.
Oh,
Push
damn,
this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky.
And he dropped the ball on contact again. That don't fucking make no sense.
Remaining.
That is crazy. That don't make any fucking sense to me. Pick up some. That is crazy. He is like literally losing the ball every on contact. Can't even throw the ball to him. No crucial situation.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back.
They
face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Throwing now is Trubisky.
Look at that. But he didn't catch the ball without even looking though.
Picked off at the 46.
He wasn't even looking at the ball. He just turned around. Look at that. Right in his hand.
45-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now a carry for Lindsey, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Yes.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Don't know what. Oh,
here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Yeah, they are creepy.
But I love that show.
They're creepy.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Dude, that is like crazy, man. This dude cannot catch. It's crazy that this dude cannot hold on to the ball. That don't make any sense. You cannot be that big and tell me that you're going to get 2 hands on the ball and drop it like that.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Crazy.
They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
You know, he can't throw deep anyway. I mean, why you want to try to throw the ball deep?
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Set, 8, read. Hey, watch the slant. Five.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
After the turnover,
Oh,
here's
this
Locke.
man's gonna throw the ball.
Being chased out left.
I wouldn't do that.
Oh,
Come
no,
on.
he lost the
Told you.
football. It
Wouldn't
was
do
just
that.
picked up by the Bears.
Come on. Come on.
The 20.
Come on. Told you I wouldn't do that.
So
Don't
the
get cocky with me now,
turnover
pimp.
forced and a
Don't get
wonderful
cocky.
job on a big
You should
return.
And how about the
take your
convoy
win.
that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I
Take your win, pimp.
that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Gotta take your win, dog. Don't get cocky.
180. Mike 47. I'm coming for you. You know.
On first down, Cohen. He takes it across for the touchdown.
Don't get
and
cocky.
they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 2.
Next to score, Bears 21, Broncos 19. O'Donnell, the kickoff for Chicago.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions.
And crusher there as it's
I'll take that W, baby. I'll take that W. Don't ever get cocky with me, pimp.
And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Don't get cocky. Take your W.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bears, it was a great all-around